Heart of gold, but ready to fight. Standing tall, doing what's right. Shining truth like a firelight. Daddy's wisdom running deep taught me promises I gotta keep. Breaking chains, leaving pain behind. Calling out the crooked kind. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies. No more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin. Spawn trooper rides again. Ain't no fear when I'm around. Justice stands on solid ground. One last chance to make it right, or face the reckoning tonight. In the dark where shadows creep, truth rings out, it cuts so deep. Ain't no price to make me sell. Standing strong, I know too well. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies. No more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin. Spawn trooper rides again. In the dark, where shadows creep, truth rings out, it cuts so deep. Ain't no price to make me sell. Standing strong, I know too well. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies. No more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin. Spawn trooper rides again.
Warning: the following video contains strong language, which may be offensive to some viewers and or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only. Thank you for your attention. Good morning, everybody. I hope everyone's having a fantastic time. I first need to make an apology to everyone, but before I do, I'm going to say hello to everyone. So I'm going to start from the top. David, yes, you made it first, and you made it fantastic, awesome, great. Hi, Cynthia, my sweetness. Hi, Fair, it says, oh, hi, Graham. Hi, my darling. Robert, hope you're getting better soon. Right, good to see you. And then we got Squid Pro Crow, my slave driver, my number 2 mummy. Apparently there's a debate going on who I belong to. And then we've got Texas Alien, hello, my darling. And then we got Janet, hi, sweetheart. Then we got who we got? We got Janet. Oh, we got Janet again. We got Sophia again. Oh, look at that. Oh, and then we got Texas again. We got Robert again. Nina, hi, sweetness. Hi, good to see you. Zohan, good morning. Nick D, good morning to you. And David, about to see you, my fella. Do you know what? I don't know what it is, but this morning, okay, I woke up and I started singing this. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can get the tone right. Wait. 1 second. Here's a little song I wrote. Might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry. Be happy. Every life fight we sound some trouble. When you worry, you make it double. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy now. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. Shut up, Dave. Shut up, Jeff. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Ain't got no place to lay your head. Somebody came and took your bed. Don't worry. Be happy. Good morning, everybody. The landlord say your rent is late. He may have to litigate. Don't worry. Be happy. Yeah, so yeah. Hi, sweet fly. Don't worry. Be happy. I gave you my phone number when you were with me. Make you happy, yeah, man. Anyway, fuck it. So there you go. Good morning, you peasants. And Jeff, why are you so nice to me? Don't come in here and kick me in the chin. Because I would have to just get Mussolini and Squid to come after it. No, I'm joking. I Jeff Grady. How you doing, brother? Kasha, good morning. Who else? Oh, Miss You Lady, you git. Sweet Fly, hello, sweetness. Oh. Yeah. Anyway, right. So I don't get. Do you know what, Jeff? We need to catch up on Discord. We need to have a chat so I can actually, get. Anyway, excuse me a sec. Oh my God. Right. Anyway, let's get right into this shit, shall we? You know that I do research, and you know that oh my God, I'm going to sneeze again. Fuck. Anyway, you know that I do my research, and you know that I not right. I cross my T's and I dot my I's. So I did some digging, and ladies and gentlemen, I can now officially identify Bruce Matskin's real face, not the one that we see, but the one that we know of. Okay, it's taken a lot. Many. I lost many troops getting this, and let's just take a moment of silence for the guys who gave their best and gave that all. Thank you. Right. Anyway, so and at the same time, we've also found evidence that Jabba the Who, aka Super Dave, aka Stupid Dave, right, the one in hiding at the moment, is trying to suck the intelligence out of Bruce Matskin's nose. I don't know how he's doing it, but I've got evidence of this. Hi, host pick. How you doing, sweetheart? All right, and you're going to see this. You're going to see this morning. So just be aware of that. I am. You know me. I am a stickler of perfection. So first of all, good morning, everybody, and good morning, sunshine. Good morning, sunshine. Wake up, you lazy fuckers. Anyway, uh, hi, Cynthia. Wait a minute. There's two Cynthias in here, or am I? Yeah, there's two. There's. All right. I'm going to call you Fire Fairy. I'm going to call Cynthia and then Fire Fairy. Yep, if that's okay with you. Anyway. Right. So let's just move on to the next. This is me. I have landed. I am back. I have returned. I do apologize, but the thing is, um, you know, obviously, I've got other things to do. Plus, I've been richly inundated with editing and content and stuff like that. Um, you know, it's I've got what is it? Hang on a minute. I'll tell you right away. It is I've got a six part gaming stream gaming video coming out. So just to give you an idea, and also another 3 part of the same game, right? So obviously it's been busy, and plus, I'm trying to. Hi Timothy, how you doing, mate? I'm trying to get things. I'm gonna go. Hello, sweetheart. I'm trying to get things together, so just bear with me. Anyway, going back onto hi Blue. Hey Blue, how you doing, darling? Right. So I've been trying my best to keep quiet. Yes. I have been trying my best to not say anything. Mama Joe, hi, sweetie. And you should know me by now. Okay. I will sit, observe, and take notes. And I'll tell you one thing, okay. And Squid, I was on the platform with Squid last night, and I'm a bit disappointed in some people, okay, because of their behavior. All right. You need to show Squid a little bit more respect because at the end of the day, she's not responsible for other people misinterpreting or misleading, or handing out or passing out or spreading out misleading or misinformation. Okay, all right. And we saw it on the document. Now, there could be clerical errors and stuff like that. So unless you've got 100%, we actually had the document in front of us. So please, please, please stop playing mind games. Stop, saying one thing and another. Anyway, and during last night's stream, someone mentioned, I can't remember who it is, stated that, I know quite other platforms have mentioned this, but we mentioned it last night. And when it was mentioned in chat, I was quiet. Usually when I go quiet is usually when you should put your helmet and your flak jacket on, or find a very safe spot, because either I'm coming after you or it's about to hit the fan. And so I did a bit of digging, and right? The crampons are still, unfortunately, they are still up and running. All right. However, what you have to understand is that the Lisa, yes, I'm fully aware what's happened over the past couple of weeks. I'm fully aware of it. And as you know, it doesn't bother me, because there's a big, I did make a statement a week ago or a few days ago, and I'm not going to go into it. I'm not going to lower myself, because I think I've explained enough about when it comes to Lisa Rabusi, Tori, that Stacey Naz, and who else? Oh God, there's a whole group of them now. All right, I mean, I get it. You got a knitting circle. You got the ladies in the knitting circle. I get it. It's just like the guys meet up in the garage, and they hold a spanner in one hand, a beer in the other hand, and they talk shit all night. It's one of those things. Now, but when it comes to showing transparency and being honest and actually, being a normal human being. Yeah, I know that, Squid. You explain that. Don't worry. We're moving on. We've moved on from that. You're about 2 minutes late. You're slow. Anyway, and the thing is, it still boggles my mind how people don't see through all this BS. I am very, very surprised And I know there's people sitting outside this stream. I'm fully aware that people inside this stream or sitting on the outside of the stream, all right, will go running back to these idiots and they go, oh, do you know what Spawn Trooper? Do you know what he said? Do you know what he said? Yeah, go back and tell them. Please do. Go back and tell them. All right? Because have a guess what? I identify as a fucking problem. And my pronouns will go, oh shit, oh my. Right? Because at the end of the day, yeah, it's just one of those things. And as far as I'm concerned, I have said everything that needs to be said about the anti-what the hell's ecosystem. And the fact that people should be seeing they should be seeing the what do you call it, the positive outcome of some of this. I mean, Therese and Brett have won their case. They've won the trespass. And here's the thing. No, it's not just about them, just because they are friends or, they used to be mayor of Otter Creek. No, it's beside the point. They're not the only two in that case who now can press charges against Lynette Preston, and here's the thing. Why aren't people pressing charges against just her? Why aren't people suing Bruce Matskin? Unfortunately, you can't sue Scott Stark, but here's the problem. Scott Stark was he was used from this get-go. He was used. They were expecting money. I allegedly speculative status that Bruce told him that he promised him God knows what. And Bruce, I hope you're watching my stream. I really do. Because personally, I would love 5 minutes with you. I would love 5 minutes with you, Sunshine. What you've caused, the amount of people that you've harmed in your apparent legal behavior is a joke. I mean, you can't freaking, you can't find the bottom on this cavern that you've created. And you've basically ruined. Okay, fair enough. Lynette Preston, fucking whatever her name is, and John, they've caused a lot of problems. We've seen that. We've witnessed that. We can all agree, that we've seen what they've done, right? And the lies we've heard and everything else. But a lot of people seem to forget that them two, right, were used as a stepping stone for Bruce and everyone else to do what they've done over the last year. Let's not forget that. Let's not fucking hide behind the bullshittery that's going on. Because I'll tell you one thing, I'm starting to notice that people need to freaking stop running around like a freaking horse with blinders on. Take the blinders off, step out of the box, take control of your own thought process and look at this from a different angle. Look how many people, I mean, like, when I sit on a platform with Squid and we talk about this, I really feel sorry for Squid, and I start getting a little bit perturbed by it, because at the end of the day, all we're doing is repeating. We're just saying it in different words. Now, people have seen me probably in a different light with Squid, and yes, I am a different person behind the scene. But trust me, I can be the most nastiest bastard you could ever come across. But I'm not naive. I'm not blind to what I'm seeing. And then we get Deuce Boy, which is going to be discussed later on Squid's stream. So make sure you're there. Squid, you want to plug your stream and what time it's going to be, please? Do it now, Mummy. Mummy 1, Mummy 2. Right, where am I? Okay, wait. Where am I getting a massage? Okay, right, okay. And just so you're fully aware, let's not forget about some of the people, that, so it's 3 p.m. EST. Yeah, so we've got 3 p.m. EST, 3 p.m. EST, right, is going to be the stream for Squid Pro. Squid Protocol. It's going to be 3 p.m. All right. So that's going to be 8 p.m. GMT time, 9 p.m. European time, and then obviously there's the link, right? So make sure you have that ready. Make sure that you're waiting, all right? But anyway, I wanted to show you before I show you. I just wanted, and there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not forget, right, the most important thing of basically the existence of me. Okay, so what we're going to do now, you know it's going to come. You know it's coming, right? And I would like to thank the crampons. Oh, absolutely, Jeff. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. But you know what's coming now, don't you, ladies and gentlemen? It's the routine that we been missing. So where am I? Where is it? Where? Oh, there you go. So get ready. In 3, 2, 1.
Hey, this is Fat Lisa Lee. Smash that subscribe button on Spawn Troopers YouTube channel if you love a one-stop shop for epic gaming content, wild court trial breakdowns and motions, and no-nonsense investigations into online drama and internet nonsense. Whether he's roasting shady YouTubers or dropping headshots in-game, Spawn Trooper keeps it real, keeps it smart, and always keeps it entertaining. Join the squad. You won't regret it. This one's going straight from our hearts to the boots of the Valley Knight Spawn Trooper, baby. You've got these crampons skanking in love.
This one's going straight from our hearts to the boots of the Valley Knight. Spawn Trooper, baby, you've got us skanking in love. He's got boots full of rhythm and a stare like tea, trooping through the hills humming harmony. He don't say much but he speaks in bass, and we melt like butter when he looks our way. He swapped his shield for a velvet beat, daffodils tucked where the skanking meets. Oh, trooper, trooper, we see you glide, got us floating in lace through the countryside. We love you, Spawn Trooper, slow like honey, sweet like rain. We love you, Spawn Trooper,
Slipping through our window pane.
we love you, Spawn Trooper.
Like a lemon on a lazy breeze.
You make our hearts go loopy
with your reggae melodies. There's a tambourine moon in your knapsack, boy, and your dubplate dreams feel like lemon joy. You skank on clouds, we follow slow. Your rhyming boots, you steal the show.
We'd write your name on a biscuit tin, crochet your face on a jacket pin. We'd kiss your shadow if it walked our way. Spawn Trooper, you make rainy days okay. We love you, Spawn Trooper,
Soft like fog and daffodil dew.
we love you, Spawn Trooper,
We'd skank all day just dreaming of you.
we love you, Spawn Trooper.
Socks on the line, beats in our teeth.
We are the crampon, sweet and slow.
And we love you so eternally. They call him Spawn Trooper.
They call him Spawn Trooper.
They call him Spawn Trooper.
We are the crampons.
They call
Ladies
him
and gentlemen,
Spawn
good
Trooper.
morning. And there you go. Thank you very much to the crampons for plugging my stream and what they call it, show, or whatever you want to call it. But I call it a stream, a live stream, a podcast. But anyway, I've got something to show you. Like I said right at the beginning, before I started singing, I have evidence that the true likeness, okay, of Deuce Matskin. Ladies and gentlemen, Bruce Matskin. This is the true identity of Bruce Matskin, ladies and gentlemen. Here you see him, right? Now you see him. Okay. And I want you to look in those dark eyes. There's no life whatsoever. And let's be honest, the fact that Bruce Matskin sits in his little attic living room, okay, and has books of witchcraft, yoga on his shelf, and dresses up like, cyberpunk or whatever it's freaking called. But this is just fantastic. Now, this is Super Dave trying to get whatever's in that brain so he can sound more professional. Give me the intelligence, please do it now. Yes, there we are. Squeezing that shit out of his face. But anyway, so I'm not going to go into the topics with the Deuce Matskin DIY guide, because obviously Squid is covering that. So out of respect, I'm not going to discuss that. But Deuce Boy, are you absolutely out your mind? Are you insane? I mean, it's bad enough that there's other people on both sides of the coin, right, trying to cause shit, trying to make themselves look good. And oh yeah, there's one thing I am going to say this, and I'm going to say it right now. All right, Snowflower, hi, darling. Gail Judkins, hi. Host Picker, hi. By the way, I want you to make sure that you're still subscribed, because I got a DM this morning going, why did you kick me off your? I think someone doesn't know about YouTube, and they went, why did you kick me off your subscribers list? And I went, wait, what? And they went, well, and I went, well, no, I didn't. YouTube does that. YouTube has a hissy fit once every couple of hours and decides to do it. So please make sure that you're subscribed. Please make sure that you've hit that notification button. And like I put a post up stating that the certain days that I'm going to live stream. And basically, I decided to put a post up, and I'm just going to read it out to you very quickly so everyone is on the same page, even for you, Jeff. Love you. Anyway, greetings, everyone. As many of you know, a lot has been happening recently, and with more platforms now in the mix, I wanted to set out a clearer streaming schedule. Please note, streams may occasionally be cancelled or postponed due to unforeseen reasons. This new schedule will be starting as of next week, 22nd of the 9th. Right, scheduled streams. Monday is going to be my Pretty and Myself, right, podcast. Tuesday is the Petty, the Pretty, and the Seeker. Oh, you know who that is, Jesus. Wednesday is going to be Squid, Pro Quo, and myself on Squid's platform. So basically, we're bouncing from each platform, which is a good thing, actually, because the thing is, I'm learning a lot from Squid, and I think Squid is learning a lot from me, and we do gel quite good. We're really good friends. Like, we're all quite good friends. There's a lot of people in here. In the community, in the Wolf Den community, that I can happily say that we've built a very good friendship, and hopefully after all this is done, we'll continue that friendship, because I think genuine friendship is important. And yes, Squid has covered the topic of parasocial connections and everything else, but friendships, it goes beyond that. Okay, especially when you know each other's family, each other's name, and yeah. Anyway, right. Okay, so non-scheduled streams is Thursday morning or evening, general chat and update. So basically, it's just going to be a random one. So make sure you keep an eye on that. And Sundays afternoons, Saturday afternoons, gaming and chat. So basically, I'm going to be gaming and chatting. Why did I have a hair in my mouth? Oh, anyway. As you can see, there are the planned days and the stream types. Things may shift if hiccups or issues arise, but I'll do my best to keep this schedule. Thank you for your time and continued support. So yes. Hello. Hi, Elizabeth. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. So yeah, there you go. If there are any questions, concerns, or complaints, wait until the Q&A time, and then we can cover it there. Now, One thing I called it for, I called this last year, that the thumbnail case and the two frivolous cases, they're just going to fail. They're going to lose them. Right? Jeremy's going to win them. And lo and behold, I'm right. I mean, I'm not saying I see the future or I know everything. No, I don't. But I can see where people are failing. One thing that the military taught me is observation. And sometimes it also teaches you one thing the military does, besides the core values and the leadership values, it also teaches you fucking common sense. And anyone who served, and there's a lot, and there's another, I got a little announcement to make soon. It shows that you don't have to be a fucking rocket scientist to know how this is going to be going. And the fact that, like I said, I'm not going to go into it because obviously I don't want to step on Squid's toes in regards of what we're going to be discussing on her stream today or later on today. So I'm going to cover it. I'm going to talk about it there. But yeah. And here's the thing. Have you noticed how quiet certain people have got? They're starting to they're starting to hide behind members only. Certain things are being edited, and it's not just with the anti what the hell's ecosystem; it's with other people as well. The behavior of some people is just despicable, to say the least. But then again, I'm not going to waste my energy or time. I've already made a statement to the fact that I'm not going to discuss it. I'm not going to go into it because they're not worth it. And I am a type of person. Once I get my claws into you, there's nothing you can do to stop me. Because I believe I've got, my integrity and my ethics are fucking 100%. My kung fu is strong. Remember that. I don't need to brag about it. I don't need to prove about it. And if I was talking shit, half of you wouldn't be here. Yeah. I mean, the civil rights, Jeff. Now that I can think a little bit clearer about it. I'm not saying that like I said, I am a guest on Squid's platform, so Squid always takes lead, and I work off Squid. And 90% of the time, I'm making sure that chat's okay. I'm doing research for her, and stuff like that. So. Even though I'm a guest on there, a co-host, I still do stuff for her to make sure that, but when it comes to that case, Jeff, I personally think that either this is Bruce's way of trying to extend the kick in the teeth he's going to get from the sanctions hearing, or he's just trying his best to be disbarred. I personally think that that he is committing harakiri, professional harakiri, and he's been doing it for quite a while now. And here's the thing, right? The fact that Paint Chips, aka Mr. Magoo, aka Richard Lufman, and then obviously you got Michael Fulp, aka Skeletor, aka I love you guys, right? They've suddenly gone quiet. Cataluna, good morning. Welcome to the community. If you got any questions in regards to rules, regulations, please ask one of the moderators, and they'll be more than happy to assist you. Any issues or any problems, again, just ask. And I just find it hilarious because, when you sit here and you watch this whole thing unravel, right? The fact that Deuce Boy is doing what he's doing, and then the fact that the civil rights, I said last year, very early on, when Jeremy got that injunction put on him, that temporary restraint and all that, and that fucking taking his First and Second Amendment, well, more his Second Amendment than his First Amendment. I said he should go to a civil rights lawyer. He should sue the shit out of that county. I said that last year. I don't know if people can remember, but I said it multiple times. and I got ignored. Well, someone was right. Someone had the great idea. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am blowing my own fucking trumpet, rightly so. You know, it's not apparently it's not every day I get things right. But the fact of the proof in the pudding is that this lawsuit's now happening. And the fact the person, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I don't know who that every individual is. But I'll tell you one thing, the moment someone says, hey, do some research on this person, I'll go, poof, I'll be online. I'll be going. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But like I said, today is, just a very sort of like a short stream because I've got, I still got editing to do. And I just wanted to give you my opinion about the whole thing. And there's a lot of people in Squid Stream last night who made a lot of sense. And there's some people who were just, I don't know if they were trolling or if they just, and I mean this with the utmost respect. I don't mean any disrespect whatsoever, but I think that some people are not grasping the concept of what's going on. They understand what's being said and the topics that is being covered, but I don't think they're niching it into, Oh, no. Chris, it may not have anything to do with the grudge judge, but the having your civil rights taken away from you, okay, it's the county's problem. Even I know that. Just because if a judge tells you, right, you can't carry weapons, stuff like that, right, but there's more than one party involved, Chris, there's a lot of hands in the pot, so to speak. I mean, like, to be honest, and for Jeff, it's funny you say that. The moment I realized about, I'll come back to you in a minute, Chris, right? Funny enough, when I realized what was going on with the moment, how can I put this? The moment I saw what was going on with Lloyd's RV and everything else, the videos and everything else, I was like, yeah, that's justified. That's legal. There's nothing they can do about it. There's nothing that Lynette or anyone can do about it. That's legal. That's landlord-tenant law. The tenant, if he is being evicted and has been given a certain period of days, which is by law, okay, has a right to ask anybody. It could be a freaking next door neighbor. It could be anybody. Has the right to ask people for help, and he did so, rightly so. And the fact that this problem arose was not because he asked people to help him. It was because the people who were helping him move were associated to Jeremy Hells. That is the only reason all that happened. That case happened. But the thing is, what Bruce didn't do, because he's an absolute freaking cockwomble, is the fact he didn't check tenant law. That was his downfall. And so and the fact that they dragged all this on for so long. Oh, really? Okay, then that's my fault. Then I've probably got something wrong then, Chris. Okay, well, I'll talk to someone. Then I've probably misunderstood something. Anyway, right. So the trespass. Now, here's the thing. Right, one thing. If you pay attention and you go back before the two frivolous court cases were done, what I want you to do is go and do some research on what Deuceboy was saying a few days after, probably a day or two after he went. They went on and to remove Lloyd's property and RV. Right. I want you to go and listen, because you'll hear you'll hear either, I think it was Lisa or him, mentioned the word invasion. Oh, they invaded they invaded Miss Preston's property. They did it, and a couple of days later, when you saw that document, that PDF file where they made the biggest stupid mistake, even a preschool child would have known better, right? Is the fact that they put the wrong initial. That was just one, and the fact that they called that PDF file invasion. It's not rocket science. And the moment I saw that, I knew it was going to fail. I knew that they had no basis whatsoever, no legal basis whatsoever. Because the thing is, right, what Lynette did inadvertently, she went by landlord-tenant law. So either she looked it up or she asked someone, right, thinking that she could get, snatch that RV away from him. But when she sent him a text that I want you and all your property off my property, she's legally evicted him. So therefore, he was legally entitled to fucking go on there with people he chose, and bang, bang. Now, when it comes to the thumbnail case, the same thing is going to the same thing is going to happen with the thumbnail case. Now, I don't know if a lot of people remember this, but at some point last year, Bruce Matskin contacted Mr. DOI guy, all right, and basically tried to do an out of court settlement to get some money in regards to the thumbnail case, all right, and failed abysmally because the DOI guy, bless his cotton socks, told Deuce Almighty to take that nose and use it as a rudder to swim away in small jerking movements. All right. So when they're in court and he goes on and like the fact that he's basically accusing Larry of stuff that is absolute BS, we're seeing a pattern of behavior. We're seeing a pattern of, fabrication. And it's only a matter of time before all this falls apart. And it is falling apart slowly. And you know what? I'm loving every moment of it. Oh, and the crampons and swamp lizard, don't you worry. Your turn will come soon. I'm not done with you yet. I haven't even freaking warmed up with you. I've got some things to discuss with you. Oh, yes, I do. That'll be soon. So just stand by on that one, because when I'm done, okay. Because the thing is, there's a couple of mistakes you made. I don't think a lot of people noticed it. But you seem to not engage brain when you use mouth, and you like to flap your gums and make noises come out of that round thing that you call a mouth, and and you seem to forget. There's a couple of other people who have this bad habit. They don't do their own research on their own content. I'm probably the same. I just say it as it is. I don't pre-plan what I say. I just say it. Observational statements and opinions. But yeah, crampons, swamp lizard. You'll be hearing from me soon. Fucking hell, you'll be hearing from me. And by the way, Lisa, all that new electronic equipment that you got, phone and laptops and stuff like that, right? Have you actually shown any receipts on the dates of you buying that stuff and the dates of the money you received from donations? Just asking, just the same thing. And also, in regards of the money that Lynette Preston got, and then suddenly, there's an electric scooter or electric bike that she rode with no protective gear and having a child on it. And those bloody things are not slow, by the way. And if you don't know how to control them, and you didn't look very stable on it as it is, even standing still, where did the money come from? Where did the money come from for that? People seem to avoid, I don't know what it is, but people seem to avoid that one topic. They seem to avoid that, Don't you find that strange? And yes, Absynthia. Do you know what? Like, I've. Oh, shit. Hang on a minute. Right, I can tell you for a fact he does. I can tell you for a fact he does, but he won't be coming in here. And if he does come in here, no one will see him talking. Catalona. Lisa has never ever shown any type of receipt whatsoever. Here's the thing: it is very easy. Right, just try to just go with me on this one. If I said to you, hypothetically speaking, right, just hypothetically speaking, I said to you, I am a qualified astronaut, and the aliens that they've been talking about over the last few months, I have been in contact with. But if I said it multiple times and I said it in such a way, how many of you would be gullible enough to believe it? How many? If you like, just go with me on this one. Press 1 if you would, press 2 if you didn't. Just go with me on this one, and I'll explain to you something. Because a lot of people will, especially people with the ability to twist words and mangle words, the ability to actually, be very good with the gift of the gab. The biggest mistake Lisa does when you know that she's talking shit or she's fabricating or she's not telling the truth is she has a nervous laughter, right? Because if you actually paid more attention to her behavior, you'll notice that her nervous laughter sounds forced. Her natural laughter, right, isn't. And it's like it's like a self-curing type of, it's just like self-calming thing. But she has never ever shown proof, and she never will do. No matter what people say, they will never ever show evidence. And if they do show any type of evidence, right, I'm not going to believe a freaking thing unless I see the actual receipts, the paper. I see a receipt, a bank statement. Right, you redact all the personal information, but where it came from, because she's already put the emails, publicized the emails, and that's where she made a mistake. She made a big mistake by doing that, because she's now physically implicated herself in a possible fraud, allegedly. So good luck on getting out of that one, you dumb. Anyway, SMN, bloody hell. Sorry, did I miss you? I am so sorry, fella. I hope you're doing well. And that brings me on to my announcement. I am going to be talking to Marlin. Good evening, my dear. Good evening. You missed it, Marlin. You have to go back to the first 10 minutes because you can hear me singing. Because apparently you're the only one who likes my singing, because Jeff doesn't. He told me not to give up my day job. So, but what happens if my day job is to make people put their hands over their ears and scream in pain? Let me turn on, let me do. One's hanging around aliens. That explains it. Don't tell everyone, Hose. Do you know what? I missed you, Hose. Where have you been, eh? But yeah, so there you go. Now, today's going to be a short stream, like I said. I'm not going to go into all the crap. Don't worry. Be happy. I got no cash and got no style. Ain't got no girl to make you smile. But don't worry. I'm sorry, bad habit. So, yeah, I'm not gonna go into it because the thing is, I've got so much that I do want to say, but unfortunately, some of it is going to get covered on Squid. So I am not going to say anything until we're done with, because obviously Squid's topic takes priority. So I'm not going to indulge it, but we'll discuss it on Squid. So make sure 3 o'clock, that's 3 p.m. EST, all right? Make sure, and that's 8 p.m., all right? Make sure you're waiting in the auditorium on Squid stream for a bloody good stream today, okay? Because, yes, it is. It is. It's done. And no, I'm not showing it because it's my man cave. And boy, yes. And I have to fix my freaking brake. Oh, God. I went underneath. Yeah, anyway. At least I got a new man cave now. I can take the car in there and fix it. Yes. Wait, what? Me and Just Jay? Who's Just Jay? Yes, it is, Liz. Hey. What? Yeah. What was going? Hang on a minute. What was going on down in South Wales? Was it Cardiff or Swansea? Cardiff. There was something going on. I can't. It was in the news. I can't remember. I'm wondering, Lisa, you here? Yeah, 3 p.m. It's going to be 3 p.m. EST on Squid. I don't know. Just J Hip. I've seen him a couple of times. I've never gone to his stream, so he's probably a better singer than I am. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. Sorry, I'm reading your comments, guys. That's why. Hey, Jeff, don't you hide in the background? Yeah, coming here, having a go at me and saying I need not to give up my day job. Where are you gone? Come on, Jeff. Come on. Oh, does he? Yeah, I don't know. Spawn, any plans for your 1 year? Oh shit! When is that? I totally forgot about that. Hang on a minute. Actual fact. 1 second. Yes, sorry about that. I had to go and check. I do apologize. A little bit of a technical difficulty there. A little bit of a clusterfuck going on. Yes, it is the 30th, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to make a request. Okay, on the 30th of this month, it will be my 1 year sentence. It'll be 1 year where I am a creator on YouTube. Fuck's sake. Live streaming, not videos, but live streaming. So, but I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do the longest stream I possibly can, and everyone's going to be invited. We're gonna, I'm gonna contact DJ Ratters. I'm gonna contact JK and everything. I'm gonna see, touch base with them for a couple of things. Excuse me. And I'm going to plan something. And also on the, do you know something else? I was going to make an announcement. Basically, on the 30th, at the not the end, but halfway through, I am going to bring on every single person that I'm just going to make it's just going to be, look, it's going to be a surprise. But however, just a word of a warning, make sure that your mics are absolutely clear. Make sure that you can be heard. Make sure that you are decent. Make sure that you are in a celebrative mood. And we're going to have, all right, a very good 1 year celebration. And yes, I'm going to have a big announcement in regards of something else. And yeah, we're going to have fun. Okay. However, I can just let you now a little secret about the 30th. I'm gonna request people pay it forward. So that is, I'm gonna be giving you guys a task. Okay. So just be aware of that, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. And then we'll go from there. But like I said, this is going to be a short stream. So we are now going to go past the intermission. We're going to go straight to have a coffee. We're going to have a 10-minute coffee, just chat. Jeff, where are you? The entire fundraising gift of a family that had a very little benefit is so close to its nature. It's an old case of grifting for over 400. Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay. Thanks for that, Jeff. That's a good one. No, but Jeff, we definitely need to touch base on Discord. I would love to have a chat with you. You know, voice to voice, you know, so I know that you can hear my sexy voice, but it's only fair that I hear your Americanese sexy voice. So, but so there's going to be a big, there's going to be some plans, but I'm not going to make a couple of announcements until the 30th stream. All right. Everyone is welcome. And unfortunately, if you've been blocked from this channel, unfortunately, you are not. There's a reason for it. I am going to make absolutely sure that the moderators will have zero tolerance. Angel, hi, good to see you. Welcome back. Good to see you again. On that day, the moderators, I am going to take off the muzzles, and basically they're going to have zero tolerance. And please don't put yourself in a position where you get yeeted. Trissa, hi, good to see you again. Good to see you. So just make sure that you understand that it's going to be a 1 year, and I'm going to do it as long as I possibly can. So make sure you bring your refreshments, your popcorn, your food, everything. There's going to be people on the panel. There's going to be music. There's going to be entertainment. And if at some point I probably might even do some singing, stop it, Jeff. Don't even touch your keyboard. I know I feel the disturbance in the force. All right. So, and we're going to have fun. Okay. We're going to have fun. That's the important thing. All right. And one thing I am going to say right now, I am so proud to have you and be part of this community. And I'm glad that you guys have decided to also be part of this community. I know that we're sometimes we're not going to see eye to eye. I know that some of you people like to press my buttons and, try to, but I'm glad that there is that type of band. I'm glad that we can have fun. And SMN, I know that you're lurking somewhere. I can feel the force. Mary Walters, hi. How's Mark? I hope he's all right. David, I will not sing for you if you try to steal my Dr. Pepper. And that reminds me, excuse me a second. Yes, I do really like. He likes us. He really likes us. Anyway, so and I want it. I want it to be a special moment, not just for me, but for you guys. Because don't forget, you guys built me. You built this platform. You built this community. All of you should be proud of what you've done. And it is strange that a negative situation has brought positive environment. That's strange, isn't it? That's really strange. Yeah, it's really strange. But yeah, so there's definitely going to be a good night. All right. And I will put a post up. I will put a post up for ideas. And I'm telling you right now, I will delete any stupid fucking comments. But I will put a post up in the next couple of days in regards of some homemade Hawaiian chicken. You see, there you go. You just had, there you go. Like, now you're doing it. I get it off Robert now and Kasha. Now you're doing it. Robert and Kasha teased me with all this food and pitched it on. And now Angel Paris has come in and gone, oh, I'll bring you some Hawaiian chicken and rice. Great. Brilliant. Thank you. I'm going to say Hawaiian chicken. I mean, I'll be honest with you, the best... this is going to sound really fucking strange, but the best tasting chicken or lamb I have eaten was in a bazaar on my way. Where is it? On my way to Basra, where the former Ba'ath Party headquarters was, because at the time we had a unit there, and we stopped off just before it. We stopped off at this bazaar, and there was like this chippy where they made shish kebab and and we had lamb and chicken. Oh my God, it tasted. Anyway, that takes me back. Oh God, food gets us absolutely, Gail. Food does. I mean, like if I came to the United States of the Americanese, and I'm not a small guy. I'm a big guy, not in fat, but size, strength, built. If I went to visit Kasha and Robert, which I would love to do, and then spent say 2 days there, and then went to see Mr. and Mrs. Squid and Baby Squid, right? I think that I would need a cargo plane to get me back to the United Kingdom. I think after I've met a couple of people, which I don't usually do, but when it comes to people where I built a friendship, because I don't think, anyway, you'd need a freaking cargo plane to get me back, because I wouldn't refuse any food whatsoever. And there's food I run from, but yeah. Oh, wow. Kelly from New Hampshire. Is that New Hampshire? Hi, Kelly. Welcome to the community. Got any questions? Please ask one of the moderators. Moderators are in blue, and they'll be more than happy to help you. Don't fabricate size, my guy. You lost your girlish figure. Jeff, how many times did I tell him not to discuss that in public? How many times did I have to fucking say it? Stop talking about our private affairs in public. Sorry, what? Nice. Anyway, just to give you some good news about my smoking, I am now slowed down a little bit. I am now smoking less. Um, I used to smoke. It doesn't matter, but I used to smoke a lot. But now I'm down to the combination of rolling cigarettes and tailor-mades. So I'm smoking tailor-made fags, and then I'm rolling fags as well. Um, so that's good. That's good. And I'm also training a little bit more now. But anyway, right. As I said, this is going to be a short one. Oh, Nina, stop. Hey, Jeff Grady, Jeff. If I come to visit you, what food would you offer me? Considering that you told everyone about my figure, which I told you not to. It is freaking hard, Amogo. I tell you. I've noticed a bit of a change in mood, but that's easy to deal with. I've been told that, like, you know, the craving and everything else. It's yeah. Come on, Jeff. What food? What food would you prepare, or what would your beloved queen prepare for a guest from the Welsh valleys? What would she prepare for me? Come on, Jeff. Come on. Considering that you pick on me all the time, let's do it. What would you what? Steak, potato, and I don't drink, Jeff. I don't drink alcohol. I don't drink. I'm teetotal, mate. Have been for 24 plus years and longer, probably. Can't remember when I stopped drinking actually now. But yeah. Hey, there's nothing wrong with lamb, SON. But it is wrong when you're saying it around, you know, sheep. You shouldn't be talking dirty like that around sheep, by the way. You know that, don't you? Mary, a slow cooked roast with taters, carrots, and other veggies sounds like a good. If you ever get a chance, right? Trust me on this one. Medium rare steak, fries, mixed vegetables, a little bit of potato salad, and what you call it, and the sauce for the steak, fries or potatoes, sorry, and the sauce is a Mexican mushroom sauce, and it's like it's got pepper, spices, and everything, mushrooms, and it's and then you right. Anyway, can we talk about cars, please? Spawn Trooper, do you want Chinese food, Hawaiian food, American food, Hungarian food, Irish food, Mexican food, or Native American food? Angel, to be perfectly honest with you, I would rather have native your native food. Like if I went to America, say if I went to Texas or I went to different parts, I would want the national dish, the native dish there. You know, I mean, for me, Chinese food. I like Chinese food. I like, you know, I've eaten American food. I've eaten Canadian food. I've eaten goulash. I've eaten Russian. I've eaten Czech food. I've eaten food from different parts of the world. But I would love to eat original, homemade, prepared by the grandmother or the mother, richly homemade food like Native American food, Hawaiian food. You know, the local cuisine, not a cuisine that was brought to the country, you know. Sorry for the cough. Hey, Liz, if you were born, wait, are you English? How dare you come here? No, if you listen, Liz, if you were born in England but you're brought up in Wales, I mean, you are a what do they call it? You're a surrogate Welsh. There you go. If you've lived here longer than 10 years, then you're good. Wait, you live in the north of Wales? Fucking hell, I hope you're not my neighbour. My pretty! It's good to see you. My pretty's here, my pretty's here, my pretty's here. Someone put that link in. We need to get my pretty, my pretty, my pretty, my pretty, my pretty. My pretty's back. Oh, you just sat down to have a break. Well, that's not cricket. You need to hurry up and get people to, guys, do me a favor, right? If you're new here, go and support my pretty, please. We need to get we need to get her to a point. And basically, I've already told my pretty that she can use any content that we've been together on here, that she can edit and then put on her own. And I give her the permission to do that. So yeah, food. Venison. Do you know what? Yeah, but what's it? Spawn to check into getting yourself some mulling tincture for the cough. Catalina, yeah, there's a long story to this cough, and I doubt very much I will ever lose it. But we digress. Thank you very much for your input. I appreciate that. Thank you, my dear. Hello, everyone. Being brooded in one. Well, pretty. I hope that you're doing all right. Where is it? What's cultural native food in any state? Hell, you will be hard pressed to find maybe a handful of people that's origin began in. Example from Irish family restaurants and pubs in Orlando. Jeff, you know that there was God, where were we? Where did we go? What's that freaking Helena? Anyone know Helena in Montana? We got invited. We stayed there for 3 days. We got invited down because at the time we were stationed up in Alberta in Canada, and we were on exercise there. There's a big place called Batters, the British Army Training Unit, Suffield. And, we were quite close to Medicine Hat, and sometimes we would like shoot down to Calgary. But we had exchanged troops from an American unit, and we got invited to a place in Montana to go down to someone's farm, I think it was, or place. And we ended up going there, and oh my God, the food was just his wife, she richly, the moment you opened your eyes and got out of bed and you fucking had a shower, shave, and got up and dressed that, by the time you got downstairs, there was like bacon, there was pancakes, there was freaking coffee, there was food everywhere. And every time we came into the house, we clean up before we go in the house, and then came into the house, there was food everywhere. I mean, his wife was an absolute saint. And, so, yeah, it was absolutely, yeah. So I get it, but it was really strange, though, because the food that we had there and the food back in what we had in Calgary, because we got invited to places there as well. Yeah, we didn't go into town. I mean, we were on the outskirts of it, but I've been there twice. Nice people, very nice people, very, very very open countryside. Anyway, yes, my pretty, yes, right. Oh, excuse me a second. Squid, I'm going to do you. I'm going to do you stream what we did last night. Oh, Final Four twice. Final Four 3 times. Yeah. Anyway, so what we're going to do, guys, we're going to. I mean, like as you can notice, I didn't talk a lot about some of the stuff because a lot of that is going to get covered on Squid stream. So please make sure at 3 p.m. That is 3 p.m. EST. Please make sure that you are waiting on Squid's stream, right, where Squid and myself will be entertaining you, and obviously I'm a guest. And by the way, what my pretty and Squid, who am I staying with this weekend? Because like my pretty, Squid's been nasty to me. She's been treating me like crap. And she didn't give me any cookies either last night. And I wanted cookies. Anyway. You know, I mean, you need to sort this custody battle out because, like, I feel like I'm a ball on a bungee with you two. So yeah, but anyway, right? Okay, so we are going now. Oh, we're gonna. So thanks for the warning. Thanks for the warning, he says. Thanks for the warning. Do you know, sometimes, Jeff, some of the comments you make just make me do this. Yeah. Yeah. Want to go one more time? Yeah. No, I tell you, do you know what? I'm the last person to be offended by people, you know, having a little bit of banter. But anyway, guys, what we're going to do now, we are going into the Q&A time. So let's get on and do that. And I'd like to apologize that obviously I haven't been doing my own streams because I've been bouncing back and forth and being with been busy with Squid, and I like supporting Squid, and so it's only fair that I apologize on my behalf because I haven't been streaming. And to be honest with you, it's so repetitive that what's happening now, because now, actual fact, this is the perfect tune. All right, this is the perfect tune for what's going on with the ecosystem. Please hold. 1 second. Where is it? Here we go. And I want you to listen to the words. Before we go into the questions, I want you to listen for the words of this song, because I wrote this a while back. I created this a while back. And I want you to listen to the words. All right? Listen to the words. All right? And I'll be right back because I need to go to the bathroom. So this is probably my chance to go to the bathroom. Right, I'll be right back.
In the halls where power slept so proud, the whispers grow 1,000 loud. The marble cracks, the gold turns gray. A city's throne is swept away. Rome shall fall, its heart shall break, not by steel nor armies awake, but by lies that bleed and hands that cheat. It crumbles under its own deceit. Rome shall fall, its heart shall break, not by steel nor armies wake, but by lies that bleed and hands that cheat. It crumbles under its own deceit. Legions falter, their will grows frail. No glory left to lift the tail. Foundations tremble, dust fills the air. The cost of greed too great to bear. Legions falter, their will grows frail. No glory left to lift the tail. Foundations tremble, dust fills the air. The cost of greed too great to bear.
Now, there you go. I hope that you listened to the words of that song, because there was a reason I wrote that. Because that's the downfall of their empire. Rome will fall. Yeah, that's not just for them, but there's quite a few people. And something else, may I just point out. Jeff Grady, are you coming on to me? That's, talk, talk of physical stuff. That's hello, how you doing? Oh, yeah. Hey, baby, would you like to dance? Take off your coat. Sit down right here, right next to me. I know you like it, Jeff. Put your hand on my knee. Oh, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, but you coming to the UK, yeah. You know that we'd never meet. You know that, don't you? And then, by the way, I'm not a squid or a squib. I used to call them squibs, Navy squid. Anyway, and I find it very difficult now because Navy, the nickname for them is squids. And then I met Squid, and I'm like, fuck. And at first, I used to call her Squib. And I can remember one night she turned around and she went, you call her Squib? And I went, I call Navy Squib. Yeah, but my username is Squid. And I was like, don't. Yeah. Anyway, guys, got any questions? Let's go for it. I need a good idea for a reward for Peanut. She's already taken the job seriously. Right. Okay. Well, basically, find a treat that she really, really likes, or a toy that she really likes. And every time she does really well, give her the toy. Make her work for it, but at the same time, make sure that when she earns that toy, you praise her. And I mean, really praise her, right? That she understands that, good action brings good reward. Sport needs a rhythm to his bounce. I've got rhythm. I've got sunshine. No, anyway. Yeah. Jeff, just to give you an idea of the type of person I am, I don't announce if I'm going to knock someone into next week. I don't announce, my dislike to someone. I do it. Actions speak louder than words. I'm not one of these type of people. I don't sit behind a keyboard and I am now a keyboard warrior. Where do I get my medals? Amazon. All right. Okay. So I'm not like that. But one thing if I go quiet, I go there's me going, when I'm talking, I go quiet. But then when I do go quiet and I get that 1,000-yard look, that's 99% of the time. And I've always warned people, if my eyes lock onto you there's a bloody good reason for it. I don't condone violence. But if it's necessary, then it's full blast. And as an infantier, and anyone who served in the military knows the reason, the description of an infantier. It is controlled aggression. And like normal humanoids, normal mortal humans don't understand the difference between controlled aggression or aggression. Whereas we with fixed bayonets and we richly run into fights. So, but violence is never ever a good answer. Like, you know what makes a stronger person is if you can stand in front of someone toe to toe, they're fucking like a little fucking chihuahua, all right, and then you just turn around and walk away. That there is a real man or a real lady, unless they have physically hurt someone in your close circle of family. Then it's okay. You take your earrings off. You take your high-heeled. Jeff, what do you wear? Do you wear flats or high heels? You take your high heels off. You put your handbag at 10 paces, and then you let rock. But other than that, I don't condone violence of any sort, unless it's in self-defense. And you don't. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to go into that because that gets me riled up. Where am I? I'm leaving my drop-off point in South Carolina and I headed, till got 150 miles to go home. So, hey, Timothy, do me a big favor. And I mean this because I do care about people. And, I know that you pick on me like Gail and Hose and Jeff and Jeffrey, Montgomery, and everyone else would like to press my buttons. But do me a favor, my friend. Okay. If at any time you feel that you're tired or anything, please pull over and just have a kip, just have a nap. Make sure you hydrate, keep yourself hydrated. Make sure you have your radio going at all times. But please don't speed and pull over, dude. If you're tired, 158 miles, believe it or not. I've driven freaking from the north of Wales all the way down to Venice in one go. And I can tell you that it took me 2 to 3 days to recover from that. But then again, I can, I can do that. But I was on my motorbike. So just take care of yourself, please, bud. Spawn Trooper, you can read my last comment, darling. Right, Marlin, Lisa's a good goddamn right girl. No, it's not that one. Where is it? What one? Marlin. Oh dear, Spawn Trooper, your hands and arms after all that holding that. Marlin, go in that corner. Go in the corner. Go and behave. No, go in the corner. Go on. Off you go. Off you go in the corner. Nice. Congratulations, Angel. That is brilliant news. That's good news. That is brilliant news. And he's gone up from infantry to electrician. Right, just tell him to keep his head down, concentrate on trades, concentrate on his career, and good luck to him. Congratulate him. Frickin' jarheads. But anyway, congratulate him from me. Yeah, and I wish him all the best. As well as I will, we all, regardless of branch, come to the rescue, bro. Absolutely, Jeff. Absolutely. I would. Do you know what? If I lived in the United States, a lot of people here that I have spoken to that I know have been in situations, like Eric. Eric is former Navy. If I lived in the United States, I would richly be getting in my wagon, and I would just drive there. I would actually help people physically. Engineering, nice. That was my dad in the RAF. Hey, Liz, your dad in the RAF? Wait a minute, shit. Wait a minute. Shit, how's it go, Chuga? Nah, fuck it. Anyway, I can't remember. Questions? No, I will not go in a corner. I'm up in your heart, darling, because you like me. Yeah, I like you. I love you. I love all of you. But there's only one woman for me, Marlin. There's only one woman in my life, and that is my queen. That is my soulmate, my friend. you know, my buddy, and I love her to bits. I worship the ground she walks on, and that will never ever change. But I still love you, though, my little Scandinavian lady. I always came here a year ago to show support to veterans. What a great thing I stepped into. Gail, I know there's people out there who don't like me. I know there's people out there who talk shit about me, but that's their problem, not mine. Burden proof is on them. One thing you'll notice with a lot of people, especially with people who've served in the armed forces, especially people who come to my stream and interact with me, you'll notice a code of conduct. You'll notice that I've noticed it anyway with some people. All right, when you join the military, regardless of what branch you join, right, over the first 6 months of your career, or let's say the first year of your career, right, you are broken down and then rebuilt into what you are, a machine. Right, you are integrated into a unit, and I'm not talking about a regimental unit. I'm talking about a family unit. Your friend circle, your family circle grows exponentially when you join the military, and that's not just with the people who dragged you through dirt, right? But one thing you learn are the core values, ethics of that everyone does every day. However, in the military, it's emphasized, it's looked into, and it's put under a microscope, right? Like, for example, sea drills is, for the British Army, it's called sea drills, right? Courage, discipline, respect for others, integrity, loyalty, selfless commitment, professionalism. And then you got service law. Then you got the service, and then you got the service statement. Then you got leadership. And you know what? I mean, it's been a while, and like even I can't remember the phonetic of leaders, but I know what the first two is: L and E. The L stands for lead by example, and the E stands for enforce discipline, but praise good conduct. And every single person who's been in the force, every single person who's come to my community or to Squid's community, right? Every single person who's identified themselves as a veteran or someone who served or who is serving or has served or has, you know, family members, you'll notice, right, their conduct and behavior. That's one thing you'll notice. And a lot of people don't notice it, but people who have served do. The wives or the husbands of people who served, you know, it rubs off on them. It rubs off on the kids as well. I know, Marlene. Yeah. So we are going. There's a couple of things in the pipeline. I'm not going to announce it, but there are a couple of things in the pipeline that are coming up, and I'm not going to tell anybody. Yes, yes, I do. SMN, I do remember that offer you gave, and again, I have to politely decline that. I think that you know, it's absolutely not necessary, and don't make me freaking mince my words, SMN. Don't do it to me. Yeah, and you're not the. And the thing is, when I first started this live stream, someone else did it, and that individual's disappeared or changed their name or whatever. And I said, no, just pay it. You know, pay it forward, or pay it forward. It's at the moment. I'd rather wait until all this is over with, and then when I do monetize, I've already taken some legal steps on different things, but I'm not going to discuss that. But yeah, I do remember that, SMN. But anyway, questions. Come on, guys. Where's the questions? Let's hear some questions. I'm waiting. Spawn is going to get all up in his feels. Squid, shut up. Shut up your face. Oh, God. Pain in the ass. It's you know, I mean, who is it? A while back, someone said to me, he said, "What have we created?" And I went, "What do you mean? What have we created?" And I went, "What? Well, you've become very you know." And I went, "What? Outspoken?" Sorry, but did you got frost last night? No, I don't live near the Arctic Circle, Marlin. You do. But then again, I was out like a light last night. Squid and I finished that stream last night. I just took a while, and then I just was like gone, done. And then I stayed awake all night. For some reason, I don't even know how long I slept, and I woke up, and then basically I spent all night working on something, which I'm not going to discuss. And it turned into a freaking awesome piece of thing. Yeah. Right. So there's questions. Well, I'm asking. Spawn Trooper. My son has gotten 2 new toys. A 1969 Nissan Z. Oh. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. And also, you tell him to put what you should do, Mary, right? Is say charge him like I mean, if you don't want to charge him just for a joke, but charge him like $1.99 per week or per month, right? And then make sure he puts drip trays, and then tell him that you want the garage floor resealed, painted, right? And then you want a drip tray underneath his oil pan, right? These little blankets you can get for puppies when they pee on them, right? You want to see one of them underneath that car every day, every time that car's parked in there. Yeah, I think you should. I think just for the lulz, you should do that, because that car's definitely going to have some leaks. Because that is an old, but the thing is, it looked like the Trans Am. Well, not like the Trans Am. It sort of had the body similar. If I can remember that car, it had a similar build to Trans Am. If I can remember. I don't know because it had those it had that like flat nose, wasn't it? And those cars, if they were involved in head-on collisions, right, the other car was always the worst one off. Good to be able to catch you live again and stay low. Yes, Angel Paris, you too, and yeah, all right, you take care. And I'm so happy to see you again. It's good to see you again. All right, and God bless you, and good luck to your lad. And tell him just keep his head down, do his job, and get as many courses as he can under his belt. So when he does decide to leave one day, he will have a lot of qualifications. Really? A pharaoh? Really? No, to me, it looked like when you look at it, if you look at it from a certain angle, it looks like a 944. Or no, like a Porsche 926, 26 or 28. And then from the side, it looks like a Trans Am. From the front, it looks like looks like someone sat on the front and squashed it. But yeah. But anyway, guys, if there's not any more questions, do you have a bucket list? Who, me? Liz? Do I have a bucket list? Do I have a bucket list? Yeah. I've got one, but I don't discuss that. Well, yeah, I can talk about a couple of things. Yeah, one thing on my bucket list is that I want to go to the what is that freaking Mount Fuji. I want to go to Mount Fuji. I want actually, in fact, there's two mountains I want to go to on a historical reasons. I want to go to Mount Fuji because of the historical past it's got, and then I want to go to is it Kilimanjaro? What's that other mountain? Mount Kilimanjaro. It's in Africa, I think, somewhere. Then there's another one where I want to scuba dive with a great white. And I mean proper scuba dive with a great white. Preferably like a large one. I want to do a halo as high as possible. And I want to drive. And there's another one. I can't remember. I think it's either I want to get into a Formula One car or a rally car, and drive the Welsh circuit. I've got that list somewhere. I can't remember. It's probably in a safe or something. I actually wrote it down, and there's a lot of stuff on there that I did years ago, that I wrote down many years ago, and 3 of them came true. Right, one is to me. One of them, unfortunately, he passed away, and that was to when I was younger, to meet Roy Castle. He was a presenter, breaking record breakers. Was it record breakers? Breaking records or something like that. His name was Roy Castle. The other one was to meet royalty. That I got fucking hands down. And then there was another one where I wanted to meet people actors from Star Wars, and I've met about 70% of the actors from most of the Star Wars. Check my messenger. See. Oh, mate, you are a freaking star. You, SMN, are a star. Frank, that is such a nice gesture to what you did there, mate. You, sir, are a saint. I'm not going to mention what you've done, but you, sir, are a saint. You deserve sainthood for what you did there, mate. But someone needs to snip or take a pill or something. I don't know. Anyway, guys, right? I'm gonna start closing down. So, again, my apologies that I haven't been active that much over a while. You can blame Squid for that. And don't worry, she can handle it. And all I can say, guys, is remember, keep smiling. I dance for Prince Charles and Princess Diana. That's my royal encounter in a nutshell. Age 6. Do you know what? I can remember meeting Diana and like I nearly got myself and my dad in trouble. Actually, that was funny. That was. Oh God. That was when she was in the car, and like, yeah. She just looked down at me and smiled, and I smiled at her, and that was brilliant. Anyway, that was in Germany. That was many years ago. That, God, my old man moved around a lot. Anyway, God, reminiscing about the days. I wish. Do you know what? If I had 3 wishes, the first one was fucking let's go back to the 70s or 80s, please, where people were normal. And then probably I think I would have went a different route in my career. If I could go back, right, I think my military career, I think I would have taken a different route. But then again, you would have never seen me online anyway. But anyway, so, but that's just, reminiscing. But the thing is, one thing you have to do is that every morning you wake up, remember that the yesterday was yesterday, and today is today, and tomorrow is the past. And if you go, wait, well, hang on a minute, why is tomorrow the past? Because if you never accept the consequences from the day before, you're just going to repeat them the next day. So learn from your mistakes, right? And remember, each day is a present, is a gift. That's why it's called a present day. Yeah. So make sure that you, like Squid said last night, make sure you tell everyone around you that you love them. Tell everyone, and just smile and be nice. Because I think we've seen enough negativity over the last year to last us a lifetime. The behavior. Yeah, I know. Yeah, SMN, I wasn't going to mention that. But what you've done for her is phenomenal. So well done. And kudos to you. I wasn't going to mention it, but you did really well. You did really well, my friend. I've got a lot of respect for you there. I'm glad that I'm glad that that you offered me, and I asked you to pay it forward. Go and help someone. I'm glad that what you did. So thank you so much. Don't worry, be happy. Yeah. So on that note, guys, I'm not going to sing. I'm going to get out of here. But there's one thing that I promised that I was going to do, and it's only fair that I do it. And guys, it's going to happen.
Spawn trooper, he don't beat round the bush, man. He just say what he do, and he mean what he say, man. Laid back boots in a hillside breeze, sipping Dr. Pepper with his dragon at ease. Loofah, loofah, he like many gifts of the loofah. Loofah, loofah, leaves him hanging in his barracks like a banner. He scrubs truth into the skin of the land with a daffodil smile and a calloused hand. Don't mess with the Englishman, I mean the Irishman. Wait, the Scottishman. Oh shit, I mean the Welshman. He'll give you a stare and a proverb too, then vanish on a mountain like the mist do. He don't need no war, no heavy command, just a melody line and a sponge in hand. When Babylon's stress tries to ruin his calm, he just hums and he scrubs like a loofah bomb. Loofah, loofah, he's the hillside soother. Trooper, trooper, the drill puck mover. He sings what he means and he means what he says. Spawn trooper got the grime of the world washed away. Spawn trooper, he don't beat round, he just be round. Loofah man, cleaning the vibe of the whole damn land. Trooper, trooper, loofah man, cleaning the vibe of the whole damn land.
Oh, and one more thing before we call it a night. Some people need to be very careful what they say on their platforms. All right? You need to be very careful what you say, ladies. Because sometimes you don't know who's sitting and listening to your bullshit. So just make sure Right? Be careful what you say, Stacy. Even your own fella didn't like what you were saying. So just be careful. Just saying. On that note, I hope that everyone has a fantastic day. Oh, okay, Dave. I hope that everyone has a fantastic day. And remember, a smile a day keeps the weird people away. And it doesn't hurt. We're coming up to the winter time again. As soon as it's going to get cold. Please make sure that, you look after each other and pay it forward. Okay? And take care of each other. Okay? On that note, actual fact, let me just say something now. All right. Hey, Stacy, aka Mod Squad, aka Stacy Nats, aka Mouthpiece. I know that you want fame, fortune, and glory. Okay? And you're your own worst nightmare because you know why? Your mouth gets you the attention that you don't want. All right? And now the other ladies there, I don't really care. Okay? The fact that you are associating yourself with a known liar and someone who grifted, I don't know what your intentions are. I don't know what your goal is. And I have no interest to know what your intention or goal is. But here's a bit of word of advice. If you don't want to have a spotlight put on you, don't pick on someone that is not afraid to say it as it is. Okay? Just saying. Yes, I have mentioned you a few times in different streams, but that's me basically firing shots across your bow. Right? Just do your own thing. Just enjoy your streams. Enjoy your entertainment and have fun and everything else. But don't become like some of the people that we've witnessed and seen. Okay? Because you seem to be a very talented lady. You seem to be very intelligent, very talented, and very well spoken. So you're getting every opportunity now to just walk on. Okay? Fair warning. How many? Wait, David. How many I drink a day? Sorry. I would say. I mean, honestly, I would say about a 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, probably about 9, 10 a day. But I have cut down because I've cut down smoke and I've cut down the Dr. Pepper as well. But I do still drink it. But yeah. And I know you can go, you hear me fucking opening cans. But the thing is, just because I've opened it and I filled my glass up doesn't mean I do take my time. Like right now, I've got 3/4 of a glass full. I've got my coffee as well. So yeah. But I am trying to cut down, just so you know. Yeah, I know, Lisa. And this is why I'm trying to be, I don't know if I sounded rude, but I'm trying to be as polite as I possibly can. And all I can say is, like, if you're listening to this, Stacy or Mod Squad, whatever you want to call yourself, all right, take the advice that your beloved husband said, that it's bullshit and they're idiots, and just But one thing I will say is that you are freaking talented. I'll be honest with you, you are very talented, and I'm extremely impressed with your handiwork. And I think that you should concentrate on that. Okay, I know that you like to I know that the ladies like to gossip and everything else, but you are very talented. So stick to that and distance yourself from the crampon, because all you're doing is inviting the evil into your home. But anyway, on that note, guys, take care. Thank you very much for being here. I is your local. Well, you know who I am. You know what's going to happen now, don't you?
they go. Live every night selling drama on demand with crampons sitting on their ass and dicky on hand. Fake tears falling, oh I'm just speaking truth, while they pocket super chats and exploit the loons. Gator rolls in trying to act real cool, but he's stirring up heat, breaking all the rules. Haters in a circle, all bark, no bite, till Spawn Trooper drops and it flips on the light. Spawn Trooper, he bring truth and facts to the land. Spawn Trooper, he says the situation at hand. Spawn Trooper, then he say the words, truth don't kneel to no one man. Spawn Trooper, the force is weak with this one. Deuces in the mix, spinning lies for the stream. He acts like a king, but his throne's just a meme. Dodging all the questions with a scripted phrase, trying to fool the crowd, but he's just a face. Bones Lacker's got a seat at the front of the show, putting up a front, but got nowhere to go. Guano's hiding in shadows, throwing shade in the chat. They all act tough, but Spawn Trooper's on that. Spawn Trooper, he bring truth and facts to the land. Spawn Trooper, he says the situation at hand. Weak with this one. Now the people rise, no longer blind. The lies unravel one stream at a time. Truth's not merch, it don't come in packs. And Spawn Troopers got receipts, not just attacks. He says turn off the feed, walk into the sun. This war for your mind, it's already begun. With clarity blazing like a saber so bright, he leads the way through the digital night. Spawn Troopers say, I see you playing, keeping up the show, spinning your stories, but the truth starts to flow. Your gators pull high like you're some kind of lord, but all you're doing striking out with the faulty sword. You're no warrior, just a puppet on strings. Your fake crown don't mean a thing. The game's up now, you're out of move. Spawn Troopers here to expose your grown. Spawn Trooper, he bring truth and facts to the land. Spawn Trooper, he assesses the situation at hand. Trooper, then he say the words, truth don't kneel to no one man. Trooper, the force is weak with this one.
Truth will rise in the end, no place for deceit.
May grim unwind, get a whole group on. The force is weak with this whole bunch.